What's up, guys? We're here at week 2. This is the second week of your boot camp. You've gotten through week 1. Congratulations. I know it's been tough. No, the workouts have probably made you a little sore, so sorry.
No, you're not.
Let's talk about some of the things you've accomplished. You've addressed your nutrition. You've made some steps there. You've been coming to the boot camp consistently. Congratulations. You've probably increased your water intake, hopefully. And now you're probably having some questions on where can you get a little extra. So supplementation may come to mind. Let's talk about supplementation, and who better to sit with than Acacia and Dr. Elena, 2 experts on that topic. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the conversation. So Acacia?
I'll take it away.
Yeah.
So awesome topic, hot topic. Let's talk a little bit about that. So most men and women typically follow here in this area something called the Standard American Diet. In other words, known as the SAD diet. And it's sad for many reasons. But the Standard American Diet is labeled as such because oftentimes many people consume so many processed, nutrient-depleted foods, and they're not consuming enough nutrient-rich, wholesome foods. And this can actually result in a mild form of malnutrition because you're not getting the nutrients that you need. Now, hopefully, since you've embarked on this journey to improve your health, your diet is undergoing a transformative change where you're actually getting more nutrients naturally through your diet. That's the goal. But in some cases, you still might need to supplement with a multivitamin or a number of other things. And I always like to give people the example of, oftentimes if you are working on improving your nutrition, you, let's say, have a nice amount of vegetables or fruits, you still could be missing a certain something. And that can make a huge difference in your experience through this, 6-week process. An example might be, if you are deficient in, let's say, magnesium, your body might be aware that it's deficient in magnesium, but your conscious mind might not be. And that could actually translate into feelings or cravings for, let's say, chocolate, which actually contains a good amount of magnesium. So there are a lot of underlying reasons why certain cravings can occur, why fatigue can occur, and I really think it's important to address those. And I know that Elena has some fabulous things to talk about and go into a little bit more detail on the value of multivitamins in certain cases and what to look out for.
Thanks, Acacia. Acacia brings up an extremely valuable point. Now, before I put anybody on a supplement, I always emphasize whole foods nutrition first and foremost. Now, but there's still many reasons why I would choose to prescribe a supplement. Even though we may be eating a rich whole foods diet and maybe taking some supplements on the side, if our digestion is not working properly, we may not be absorbing those nutrients. So I usually take my patients through a nutritional assessment to evaluate whether or not their current diet or meal plan or the current supplements that they're on are working for them rather than against them. We also, another key point I want to emphasize is that nowadays our bodies are faced with a lot of stressors: physical stress, mental stress, environmental stress, everything from the water we drink to the air that we breathe. That takes a toll on our body. So sometimes it's not enough just to have a whole foods diet. We kind of need to help our body out a little bit. Whenever you do go on any sort of supplement plan, it's also really important to know what goes into those supplements. So just as it's important to read a label on a candy bar or whatever you're putting in your body, what's in your meal plan, it's also very important to read the label on whatever supplement that you're taking. A lot of times there are things that don't belong in our bodies, and a lot of times there are fillers and things that you can't even pronounce that are within those supplements. So it's really important to know the source. It's really important to know it's really important to know kind of the quality of the supplement that you're taking. So I think those are kind of the key points. And always talk to your doctor about what your needs are, what your symptoms are, because it could be potentially a nutritional deficiency.
Well, there you have it from the experts themselves. Acacia, you did touch on the quality of the nutrients in the food.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question for you. If I am going to the grocery store and I'm buying all of the right vegetables, or I think I'm buying vegetables, I think I'm buying these things, how can I increase my chances of making sure I'm combating that nutrient deficiency?
That you're getting
That, yeah, then how do I know if I'm getting enough, or how can I at least make sure I'm buying the right types of vegetables and things like that?
Right, so Lamar asked a great question. He wants to know how can he maximize the nutrient quality of his food if he's already buying, wholesome foods. And the best way to do that is to really ensure that you have a variety of color on your plate. So when you're making your meals, keep color in mind. And when I say color, I
Like food coloring?
not food coloring.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of ways you can, dress up your plate and make it look vibrant and beautiful, but you really want to capture that in its whole natural state. Now, you're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to see some of the most vibrant red, juicy apples, and those potentially could be genetically modified, right? Because they're being injected with a certain coloring, or maybe they were designed genetically to become that way. So what you really want to do is you want to focus on ideally, naturally, locally sourced foods, especially if they're in season, because you're going to get a lot more nutrient quality or more nutrient bang for your buck when you're shopping that way. You can taste the difference for one, but more importantly, you can feel the difference. So really focusing on getting food in its natural state, and then also, of course, locally, and then organically if possible. So all of those things will kind of ensure that you're going to get more nutrients. Not only that in the form of vitamins and minerals, but you're also going to get a plethora of phytonutrients or antioxidants to kind of help a number of other things going on. So really good question.
Awesome. Now I know what to do.
The other thing I wanted to mention real quick is that Akechi mentioned about magnesium, and this is kind of getting back into the cravings. So a lot of times when you're craving a certain food, and a lot of times you crave either something super fatty and salty and sweet, it could be that you maybe need a good source of protein or a good fat to incorporate more into your diet and into your meal plans. That was just another thing
Awesome.
to keep in mind.
She's so right. There are cravings from sugar cravings to salty cravings to fat cravings, and all of those can have they can mean something different to each person. So really take a moment to kind of reflect on how you're shopping, what you're putting into your mouth, and if still you're fighting with these cravings or any other issues, reach out to us because we're available and here to help you.
Awesome, guys. Well, this is week 2. We're going to stay strong, keep that momentum going. I'll be there in the morning. I know, Elena, you've been showing up in the mornings, and you probably come in the evening sometimes.
Yes,
in case you've been in the
absolutely.
evening. Well, let's have some fun. Let's keep that going. See you guys soon.
We'll see you at the gym. Oh wait, he just stood up.
You stood up. There we go.
All right.